Hi guys, so my name's Jack. I'm an international yoga teacher, and I've had a lot of requests from all of my yogis in lots of different countries to get a video online. They want to continue it whichever country they're in, wherever you're traveling, on holiday, at home. If you want to do your yoga class, then that's what I've made this video for. Okay, so we're going to go through a very basic yoga class, more of a beginner's yoga class. I'm going to give some options. Those options are to progress and also to regress some of the exercises, okay? Now, if you can just take an opportunity right now to look at the bottom underneath the video, just to have a quick read of any of the information that's there before we get started. Perfect. Okay, so this is Deborah. Deborah's an Italian dancer. I've enlisted her as our model today, okay? And she's going to show you how to go through the class as I teach you through it. And we're also in the very sunny Dominican Republic, okay? In the beautiful Amber Cove. So we're going to start off this class by doing some centering and breath awareness. We're going to then go through a little bit of Surya Namaskar, some standing postures, some seated postures, and then a final relaxation that I know you're looking forward to the most. That bit at the end of the class where you can fall into that deep sense of relaxation, okay? Let's get started. So I need you facing the camera. Those standing up tall in a posture known as Samastahi. So those feet are positioned underneath the hips. You should be able to lift and spread out the toes. Engaging those kneecaps. Draw and tuck your tailbone down slightly. So that is for a nice long and lengthened spine. From here, the shoulders drop down, the chest open. You should feel those muscles on the side of your back engaged. That chin tucks into the throat. That's it. Just close your eyes and start to build some awareness of your breath. Just for the first 2 minutes. Notice the length of your breath. Notice the time it takes you to breathe in and the time it takes you to breathe out. So you can keep your eyes closed throughout this time. Not forcing any changes, but just building some awareness. Notice the depth of your breath. Are you breathing up into the chest, out into the ribs? Are you breathing deep into that belly as you squeeze that air out? Just notice the depth of your breath. How is the consistency? Is it smooth? Is it staggered? I'm going to introduce you to a very common pranayama practice. So pranayama is your breathing practice. The practice I'm going to introduce you to is called the Ujjayi breath. That's where you breathe in even deeper and breathe out nice and deeply. This breath is also called the sea sound breath, or even the fire breath. Imagine that you're steaming up a glass, like a hissing of a snake. Just breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Just contracts your throat. So it's more of a forceful breathing style. 4 breaths here, breathing in deep and out deep. 3 more times. In deep and out deep. In deep and out deep. 1 last breath in and out. You can gently open your eyes here. Now lift your chin to the ceiling, breathing in, looking up towards the sky. Then looking back down towards the toes, breathing out. Repeating, looking up to breathe in and out to look down. Connecting motion to the breath. One more time, breathing in to look up and out to look down. Now look forwards to breathe in and then look to your left side to breathe out. So, looking forwards to breathe in and over to your right side, breathing out. Repeating, just notice that range of motion as you breathe in and out for the twist. Breathing in and out for the other side. Now breathe in to look center and breathe out, tilt your head to the left side. So it doesn't matter which way you go. Ear moves to the shoulder. Breathing in for the lift, out to tilt your head to the other direction. Repeat, in for the lift, out for the lower, in for the lift, and out for the lower. Now raising those arms overhead. Breathing in, pull your shoulders down into the socket, pressing those shoulders down. Breathing in, turning to the side, reaching backwards. Neutralize that spine, breathing out back to center. Then breathing in, press those hips forwards, reaching back. Breathing out, neutralize those hips. Repeating, challenging that range. Breathe in deep and out deep. Two more. Breathing in to reach back. Out for the center. Challenge that core strength. Once more, in deep. And now you can fold forward to the ground, dive down. Now just hang in that forward fold for the space of 30 seconds. Listen to your breath. Now if you feel a bit too much tension in the hamstrings, you can throw a slight bend into the knees as well. If you want to stretch it out a bit deeper, straighten out the legs, reaching down towards the ground. Just listen to that breath. With every exhalation, allow yourself to let go. Allow those muscles to unwind. Now lifting halfway, your hands meet the knees. We're going for a nice long spine position. That's it. Lifting up that tailbone to the ceiling, that's where you lower your abdomen. So the one thing we want to avoid is rounding of the back. We want to avoid this. And you want to try and lift up that tailbone, draw your shoulders back, opening the chest. Holding for 4 deep breaths. Breathe in deep and out. 3 more times. In and out. In and out. One last time. Breathe in. Roll back down to the ground in your forward fold. Now we're going to lift back up, halfway lift. Breathe in. Roll back down, breathing out. 2 more times. Breathe in, halfway lift. Roll back down, breathing out. Halfway lift again, breathe in. Step back into a plank position, breathing out. Your option here is to place your knees on the ground. For this first repetition, we'll keep the knees on the ground. Exhale, chaturanga, bend those elbows. Press down. Now extending the arms, lift into a cobra. That's where your hips meet the ground. Draw the shoulders open. Open the chest. Engage those shoulder muscles here. Breathing in and out. 2 more breaths. In and out. 1 more breath in. Breathing out. Sitting back in a child posture, Vinyasa. So the knees are a little wider than the hips here. Just hold this posture, breathe in and out for a couple of breaths. If at any time during the class you need a resting posture, you can assume this posture at any time. This is your child posture. It's helping you to open out the hips and the lower back together. Now we're going to move through Ashtanga Namaskar. That's where you pull your body weight forwards, chest and chin close to the ground. Moving into, that's the chest and chin close to the ground. Extend the arms, breathe in into the cobra. And then lift the hips again, push back into that child posture, breathing out. Moving through a flow, Ashtanga Namaskar again, pull forwards, breathe in. Extending those arms, sitting back into that child posture, breathing out nice and deep, going pretty quick. Pulling forwards, breathing in, Ashtanga Namaskar. Last time here, sit back into that child posture, breathing out. This time, pull your weight forwards, Ashtanga Namaskar, to your cobra. But this time you have an option of lifting your hips off the ground in an upwards facing dog. And then lifting the hips, pushing back into that downwards facing dog. We're going to hold this one for 4 deep breaths. You can lift your heel here, breathing in. Lowering the heel, breathing out. 3 more times. Lift, breathe in. Lower and out. Spread those hands. Lift and in. Lower and out. Last time. Lift and in. Lower and out. Now lifting your right leg up towards the ceiling. Breathe, inhale. And step that right foot between your hands in an equestrian posture. Extend that left leg. Holding for 4 breaths, breathing in deep and out deep. Breathing in and out, sinking the hips. Breathing in, last time, and out. Now look up towards the ceiling, lift onto the fingertips, breathing in. And step both feet between the hands, breathing out into your forward fold. Exhale. Halfway lift, breathing in, pull the shoulders back. Forward fold again, exhale. Raise your arms to the side, up to the ceiling, back bend, breathe in. Hands to the heart center, Namaste Mudra. This is Pranamasana. Reaching back, backwards bend, breathe into the ceiling. Dive back down into the ground, breathing out. Halfway lift, breathing in. Stepping back to your plank position, Chaturanga, breathing out. Remember your option with the knees here on the ground. Exhale. Cobra or upwards facing dog, breathing in, open that chest. Tuck the toes, downwards facing dog, breathing out. Holding 4 breaths. Lift your heels, breathing in. Lower your heels, breathing out. Lift and in. Lower and out. 2 more breaths. In and out. In. Last time and out. This time lift your left leg to the ceiling, your opposite leg from the last time. Breathing in. Step that left foot between the hands, breathing out. Holding this posture for 4 deep breaths. So your right leg is off the ground, the right heel is pushing away, sinking the hips. 2 more breaths here. In and out. Breathing in deep and out. Lifting onto the fingertips, look up to the sky, breathe in. Step between your hands, forward fold, breathing out. Halfway lift, breathing in. Forward fold and out. Raise the arms to the ceiling, bend your knees, back bend. Breathe in. Hands to the heart center, breathing out. This time, extend your arms, bend your knees, chair posture, Utkatasana. Breathing in. Holding 4 breaths, breathing out, sink those hips. You want to extend those arms up towards the sky. If you feel too much dip in the lower back, draw the tailbone down, tuck it under. 2 more breaths in and out. In, forward fold, breathing out. Excellent. Lifting those hands to knees, halfway lift, breathe in. Chaturanga, breathing out, stepping back on the mat. Exhale into the ground. Upwards facing dog, breathe in. Downwards facing dog, breathing out, strengthening that upper body and shoulder. Now lift your right leg to the ceiling, open and stack the hips. Bend the knee. Step that foot between the hands. Exhale. That's it. Lower your left heel onto the ground. We're moving into a warrior one position. Inhale, raise those arms to the ceiling. Exhale, sink the hips. Holding this position. Your right knee should ideally be at 90 degrees, okay? If this is too much on your legs, you can always straighten out the legs a little bit. That is an option for you. Reaching those arms up tall, making sure you're protecting your lower back by engaging your abdomen. Squeeze those abdominals. Press your left heel away. I think Deborah's feeling this one right about now. How are you feeling? Good? 2 more breaths. In and out. Exhale. 1 more breath in. Hands down, frame that right foot. Breathing out. Step back to plank. Breathing in. We're now going to Vinyasa through to the downwards facing dog. Exhale, Chaturanga. Upwards facing dog, breathing in. Downwards facing dog, breathing out. Excellent. Lift that left leg to the ceiling. Open, stack your hips, breathing in. Bend the knee. Step that left foot between your hands. Exhale. This time your right heel lowers to the ground. Raise up the arms, warrior one, breathing in. Remember to sink the hips, breathing out. Extending those arms to the ceiling, strong fingertips. This is a posture called Virabhadrasana, warrior one. So a warrior is ready for battle. You should be strong right now, engaged, strengthening those legs. 2 more breaths, breathing in deep and out even deeper. 1 more breath in, hands down to the ground, exhale. Step back to plank, breathe in, vinyasing through to your downwards facing dog. Exhale. Lift your right leg to the ceiling, breathe in. Step between the hands, breathing out. Lift onto your fingertips, look up to the ceiling, breathe in. Step to your forward fold, breathing out to the front of the mat. Exhale, just hang here. You can step your feet a little bit wider now. Just turning here on the mat to face the camera. So the feet are a little wider than the hips now. Now you can grab your ankles to encourage this forward fold. You can even wrap your middle and index finger around your big toe. That's a bind called Padangusthasana, and that just helps you to encourage the pull forwards. If your hands don't meet the ground, that is not a problem. Just hold this posture for another 30 seconds roughly. Breathing in deep and out. So notice now that you've warmed up a bit, how much more range of motion that you've got. The length on the back of the legs. Turn into the side again. 2 more breaths, in and out, in and out. Halfway lift, hands to knees, breathe in. Remember to pull the shoulders back, roll back down, breathing out. Excellent. Bend your knees, raise the arms, chair posture. Inhale, sink the hips, breathing out. Try and get, so you're not sitting on a chair here, but imagine that you are the chair. Your legs are a nice deep, something that you can sit onto. Those arms are lifting up to the ceiling, trying to get a nice tall posture. If you do feel that dip in the lower back here, remember, draw the tailbone under. That's it. Strengthening that core. 2 more breaths. Breathe in and out. Standing up tall, breathe in, back bend. Raising up to the ceiling. Excellent. Now step your right foot back into a warrior one position. Exhale. Again, breathe in, lengthen those arms. Now opening to a warrior two, breathing out. Look beyond your left fingertips here. Sink the hips. So the aim with the warrior two is to open those hips up nice and wide. Push through that right heel. Extend the arms out long. Sinking those hips. Strengthening that left leg as well as the right leg. So this is hip opening. 2 more breaths here. Breathing in and out. Breathing in. Sink the hips a little lower. Breathing out. Reverse the warrior. Breathing in. Reaching those arms over the top. As you reach backwards, bend that left knee. Sink into it. Exhale. Again, breathe in. And windmill your arms to the front, side angle posture. Exhale, elbow to the knee. Holding for 4 deep breaths. How's the leg feeling right now, Deborah? Feeling good? Breathing in and out. 1 more breath, in and out. Lift the arms to warrior one. Remember the hips turn to face the front of your mat now. Breathing in. Now straighten out that left leg. Fold over the left leg in pyramid posture. You can place your hands onto the ground. If your hands don't meet the ground, that's not a problem. You can lift your hands a bit higher upon the leg. Now step your feet a little bit closer together than what you did with the warrior. You want to press your hips backwards and try and square them off. Try and draw your belly down and your tailbone up. Feel that stretch that runs down the left leg here. Breathing in and out. We're going to hold for another 3 breaths. Now see if you can fold over that leg a little bit deeper. Pushing the hips backwards. In and out. 1 more breath in. Bend that left knee, breathing out. Your equestrian posture. Step back to plank, breathing in. We're going to vinyasa through to that downwards facing dog. Exhale into the ground. Extend the arms, breathing in. Down facing dog, breathing out. Holding for 4 breaths. So you want to spread those fingers. Press the shoulders down, lift the tailbone up. Try and encourage your heels down into the ground. You can lift your toes to achieve that. So the toes that lift off the ground and the heels push down. Give me 1 more deep breath, breathing in and out. Left leg to the ceiling, breathe in. Step that left foot between the hands, breathing out. Look up to the ceiling on your fingertips, breathe in. Step to the forward fold, breathing out. This time, halfway lift, breathing in. Again, forward fold to breathe out deep. Bend your knees, raise the arms back, bend to the ceiling. Hail to the sun. Now wrap those hands behind your back. You can interlace your fingers or you can grab your elbows, forward fold. Opening the chest here as well as the back of the legs. So your option is you can interlace those fingers. You can even create a Namaste Mudra behind your back. So Namaste Mudra is an option for you. Give me 4 deep breaths. More breaths in, out. Last time in. Release your hands to the ground. Bend your knees, raise the arms to the ceiling. Breathe in. Excellent. Now stepping your left foot back on the mat into a warrior one position. So you're extending that left leg, sinking the hips. Those arms are lifting up tall, the abdomen engaged. Breathe in. Now your warrior two, exhale. So you can stay. If you trust in my voice enough, you can face the opposite direction. An option is here, you can even switch your position on the mat and face the other direction if you want to be looking at me. Now breathing in, reverse the warrior. Windmill those arms back to the front, side angle posture, exhale. Holding 4 breaths. Breathing in deep and out deep. So you're actually trying to look up towards the ceiling in a twisting motion. Breathing in and out. Give me one more breath in and out. Raise those arms, warrior one. Breathing in. Straighten out that right leg, fold over the right leg. You can step your feet a little closer together for this one. Remember to push your hips backwards. Your hands may be on the floor or on your shin. Just breathing in deep and out deep. 3 more breaths. One more breath in. Bend that front knee, exhale, hands down completely on the ground, step back to your plank, breathing in. Vinyasa through to that downwards facing dog, strengthening that upper body, pushing the hips backwards, exhale. Give me 4 breaths, and after your 4 breaths, rest your knees on the ground in a child posture. Remember those knees wide, extending those arms, press your shoulders down. Now encourage those knees close together and wrap your arms around your legs. Allow your shoulders to rest on the ground, your elbows to fall down. Now if you feel too much pressure on your head, place your hands under your head. That is an option here. Just 4 breaths. Now sitting up tall in a kneeling position, we're going to go through Ustrasana. Ustrasana is the camel posture, very good for your Muladhara chakra, your root chakra, strengthening the hips, opening the front of the body. So your options are, you can place your hands onto the lower back, lift the hips up, press the hips forwards, just open up the shoulders. That is an option for you here. If you feel comfortable with that option, you may tuck your toes under, just like in the downward dog, place your hands onto your heels, and then press the hips forwards. Allow your head to fall back. A bigger option would be is if you untuck the toes, that will allow for a deeper back bend. Just hold for 4 breaths. Squeeze the hips. Encourage the hips to move forwards. Opening the shoulders, squeeze the shoulder blades together as well. Support the spine. After your 4 breaths, rest the hips back down in your child posture. Reaching the arms forwards. Okay. Now from here, I want you to sit up tall, pull those arms into the waist. We're moving into a cross-legged seated position. So it doesn't matter which leg you cross over first. If you feel that the feet are pressing too much into the ground, then maybe you can double fold the mat. That's where you lift the mat up and pull it back on itself. That will create some space, some cushioning for your heels. If you need some more cushioning, that's where you can use a towel or a jacket or something that you've got close to hand. Now we're going to stretch out those hips, the piriformis, the abductors. Place your hands on the ground in front of you and start to walk your hands forwards. Just breathing in and out. Allow your head to rock down. Now just listen to your breath. It's a very peaceful and calm posture is this one. Remember that your muscles will relax only as much as your breath will. It doesn't matter if your head is on the ground. It doesn't matter if you can only just touch the ground. It's not about the starting or finishing position. It's about the journey that you're going through to get there. Listen to your breath. We're going to hold this for 1 minute, and after 1 minute, I will gently bring you out of this posture. Slowly walk those hands back in so that you're sitting up straight in this posture. And just unravel the legs and cross your legs over in the opposite direction. So we're going to repeat the forward fold, but this time with one leg on top of the other, it has been switched. Again, reaching forwards again. In and out. Slowly walk those hands back to the waist, sitting up tall again. Place your right hand behind your back and your left hand onto your right knee. Lifting the chest, encouraging a twist as you turn to the right side, looking over the right shoulder. Just taking one big breath in, open the chest, lift it up tall. Breathing out as you twist and look over the shoulder. Then repeating on the opposite side, placing both of your hands to the left now, twisting, breathing in, open the chest, breathing out, squeeze into the twist as you look over that left shoulder. That's it. Now placing both hands behind the back as you look forwards, extend your legs in front on the mat. You can place your elbows onto the ground And then start to open up your chest in a Vishuddhi posture. This is a fish posture. Just opening your heart chakra, your chest, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Excellent. And then just rest onto the ground. Allow your arms to lie by your side. Now from here we're going to be doing a reclining cobbler. We opened your hips on the outside, we're also going to open the hips on the inside as well. That's where you draw the soles of your feet close together. Allow your knees to fall down into the ground. Now if you do feel your lower back, this is a good time for you to get something underneath your knees. Just lift the knees a little bit higher, okay? You may want to use a couple of pillows, a couple of blocks, a couple of cushions. Just breathe into this one. Allow the hips to gently open over a period of time. Allow your arms to rest by your side. The palms facing the ceiling. It's a very passive, relaxing posture. Just 1 minute here, breathing in deep and breathing out deep. Now very, very gently, start to hook those knees close together again, releasing those hips. Pull your knees into the chest, hook those knees. Just opening that lower back. You can rock those knees gently from side to side. Allow that tension to release. So we're moving into the very last posture of the class, Shavasana. So you can extend your legs on the mat. Allow your palms to face the ceiling. Just take those hands a little bit further away from the body. And if you wish, you can also do the Ghana Mudra. The mudra with your thumb and index finger pressed together very lightly. So that mudra just indicates that you're reflecting inwards. Your thoughts are internalizing, you're listening to your body. So we're going to finish Shavasana for a few minutes. You can pause the video and hold the Shavasana for as long as you like. This is a meditative posture. Use this opportunity to relax the mind, relax the breath, relax the body. For the first couple of minutes, I'm going to talk you through a body scan, and then I'm going to leave you in silence. Notice the Notice the depth of your breath. Allow it to be relaxed and natural. Notice the consistency. Is it smooth or staggered? Allow your eyelids to close. Your lips lightly pressed. Your teeth drawn apart. The muscles on your forehead relaxing, rejuvenating. With every exhalation, your body sinks deeper into the mats, becoming fully submerged. Your shoulders roll out, your arms loose and lifeless. Your back spreading across the ground, building a greater connection with the ground. Just like a pool of warm water on a flat surface, you spread and sink. Your toes loose, your legs lifeless. At this point, if you wish to continue with your Shavasana. Start to take some deeper breaths, waking up the body, energizing the body, filling your body with oxygen. Just move your fingers and toes. Remember your time of day, your activity, and your place in the world. You can reach your arms behind your head, full body stretch as you extend, breathing in deeply, and then hug your knees into the chest again. Gently rocking those knees from side to side. You can keep your eyes closed at this point and just roll onto your right hand side. Support your head with your hand or arm, just allowing that body to gently waken. And after 2 breaths, bring yourself in a comfortable seated position. So that is our first online yoga class, the first one that I will be publishing online. I do plan on creating some more. I'd like to thank Deborah. Let me high five, Deborah.
Thank you.
Oh, sand everywhere. Okay, so thank you so much, Deborah, for joining me. Thank you for those of you watching as well. I would like to hear your feedback. So if you do have any comments, please send them straight away. Don't hesitate to think about it. Post them underneath, share the message. Please, if you can do me one favor, just take this one video and then send it to a friend, and hopefully they will continue to do the same thing. Okay? If there's any requests, if there's any questions, you know, fire it online. I'm sure there's going to be a community of people that's going to answer them for you, and I'll do my very best to answer as many that I can receive as well. So just to finish the class, my name's Jack Tattersall, and that is our first yoga online session. Namaste. And I think we're going to go and take a dip in the ocean.